Okay, g'day everyone. Hey?
Hey, Sonic Frog, it's Tommy, we're Tommy.
Okay, righto. Okay, g'day and welcome everyone. It's Lamb Chopper here. I've got some little helpers with me today, but anyhow, don't interrupt, mate. Okay, yeah, that was Ollie and this is Sid up here beside me. But anyhow, I thought today I'll take the opportunity to run you through a tutorial on how I go about... Ollie? I'll run you through a tutorial on how I go about making my videos and run through the gear I use and the software, and okay. But thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Righto, so this is everything I use to make my YouTube videos, apart from all the different guitars, of course. But as you know, I use VST software or Amplitude to create all the tones through the Mac. So I guess the thing we'll start off with is how we actually connect our guitar to the computer. A few of you have questions about that. I'll explain the two different interfaces or multiple interfaces that you can get. Okay, so this is the one I'm currently using here, the Cakewalk FA or Roland FA66 Firewire interface. I think it's fantastic. It's really clear, clean signal, and there's multiple inputs and outputs running to like my monitors and so forth, as well as I can got another lead here coming from the back I can plug like my iPhone into if I've got any musical apps or things to record those, like Tachyon and so forth. And all these stump boxes and things I can actually run just like the front of an amp and change the signal path. So any of you that have got I've shared tones with over the years, I suppose, unless you've got the exact same gear, they're not going to sound exactly the same as what I hear on the Mac, because I've got them running through this interface and I've got input gains and things that can set the parameters of the guitar as it's entering the computer. The other interfaces that I used to use for a long time is things like this, the Stealth plug. It's just a USB, not as high quality. A little bit of noise comes through, but I used it for many years. Okay, so I've opened up Amplitude Custom Shop here, and I want to connect my guitar to so I can hear the tones coming out of it. I go up into Amplitude 3, the settings, the audio MIDI setup, and it brings up the window here, and you choose the device that you've got. You don't want a built-in microphone or input. It recognises my FA66, and I want to have that as the output device as well. If I want the sound just to come out of my Mac and through headphones, I'll just choose that there for the output. But so that's set up and that saves it. So every time I plug in my guitar, which it is, okay, I've got all the tones, and it's got a large array of tones. Every video I've made has this. Where are they? All these different amps and things that all sound great. I'm really happy with it. 5150, a dual rectifier, and an angle. It's all pretty cool. But anyhow, we want to, as far as the recording goes, I close those windows, don't save, and I open up GarageBand. Most recording softwares like GarageBand or Pro Tools and Cubase, they all do relatively the same thing. But this is a project I've been working on. But to connect my guitar to GarageBand and use those Amplitude tones, I create a new track. I choose a real instrument, and on the real instrument, the input source down here in this region, I've actually connected mine to the input 2 on my FA66. So I'll just go mono signal there. I want to monitor it, and now I want to open up Amplitude inside of this window so I can listen to my tones. So in this window here, any one of these you click into it, and down here it brings up all the presets and all the effects and things, and you can see it recognises Amplitude 3 and drum machines and piano VST software and things. I'll choose Amplitude 3. Go to my tones and choose the tone I want, being, I'll go down to Iron Maiden. And there it is. Okay, so that effect is attached to this track here. I can add different effects to it, reverbs, or even mix it with something else, but I'll just leave the amplitude there for this one. Okay, so I've recorded my portion of the song, that I wanted to do, and I've done it to try and capture a few guitars and a bass and everything, make it sound a little bit more impressive, just to show you on the video how you can add multiple guitars and things. So up here I've made a clean, an Iron Maiden clean tone, which Yannick plays, and then his tone, Dave Murray, Adrian Smith and Steve Harris, and then the MP3 that I'm playing along with. So one at a time I just go through and record each respective track, But in this case I recorded Yannick's one all in one line, and then afterwards I find the portion that's in a clean channel and just moved it, cut it and dragged it up into the clean section. So when you hear that on its own, without the otherwise if I drag that down to the distortion channel, okay, so I'll put it back up there, and so yeah, you can individually check each track. So we'll just check Yannick's track for now. Okay, check Dave, see what he's doing. Cool, and Adrian. And Steve. Righto. And then all together, without the MP3. And then we can add the MP3. Cool, and there you have it. All I do now is send it off as an audio file, and we can sync them with the video in Premiere or any other, any video editing software. But the cool thing with this GarageBand is that you can actually have a movie file in GarageBand. So I can synchronize all this with the movie file. So I just go to track, show movie track. I've dragged it in here that I've imported before. And there's one of my guitar tracks, Yannick's one. So all I do along here, I check out the guitar track to the point, okay, I tap the guitar neck just so that when I sync it up later, like that, okay, you saw that. Okay, so all I do there is I find the point where it sits, and I drag my audio file to suit. So in this case, you can see if I double click on my audio file, you can see the taps on the neck right there, and I just line those up, which I did just before. There, the tap right there, yeah, and that's where I've got it sitting. And tap, and tap. Sweet, now I know it's going to be in. Okay, so that's all sorted out. We can send that off as a movie now, or I could have just sent it off as an audio file. Okay, so right now I've just opened up Adobe Premiere, and all the footage and things I've just dragged into the import window here, and and so forth. So this track here is the main one that I've just got out of GarageBand. It's got the synchronized audio attached to that, and I've gone ahead and dragged the other video files into it, and I've just deleted their audio tracks respectively, as they're not. You'll just hear the guitar acoustically picked up through the microphone. So I've deleted the audio tracks, and now I'll go ahead and just synchronize those. So to do this, we know where the music falls. Okay, so this one here, I've got to sync that up. Okay, you can see where I'm just starting to pick there. I'm just going to, it's going to be close. So right at that point, drag the timeline out so it can be a bit more accurate. Put that on there, drag it down. That should be pretty close there. Let's just see. I think that's pretty good. We'll sync up the next video. I've just synced all these up. It was a bit too time consuming to go through everyone with you. All I do is I click on the video file, go up here to motion, get onto the scale, and we'll make it smaller. Get the position where I might put the bass in the bottom left corner. Yeah, put it there, drag it down. Okay, 8-point garbage mat, that's the one I like to use for this. And I drag that into the effect. It's thinking about it. Okay, there it is, the 8-point garbage mat. If you click on it, you can see the different points of the video. I can get that one, drag it down, drag the middle bit down, drag the back. Okay, so I've decided I'll just use the motion and divide all the videos evenly, so it's like the Brady Bunch sort of thing, you know. But as you can see, because the sun or the stupid camera didn't pick up the light evenly in each video, this one up here is really dark, these two are about the same, and this one's really bright. So I'll go down and choose an effect. We'll choose brightness and contrast, and I'll drag that into the video file for the bass, and I'll just darken that. You know, sometimes it's easy just to go black and white. We might even just do that on them all. Black and white. Let's drag it into each. Boom. Awesome. Looks a lot better. My logo there that I put in, that I make up on Photoshop, you can just drag that. I always go into the motion window, and after you click on the video file, and you can drag that anywhere you want. You know, up and down, left and right, put it in the bottom corner. But for this, it looks pretty cool right there. I guess if you've got any questions about any of this, if I've skipped over a little bit too quickly, or, you know, it's dragged on, whatever, let me know in the comments. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it or got something out of it. And take care. Bye.